Okay, everyone, I think we're going to get started because I'm really excited about hearing about this program. We're going to hear about motion that changes emotion. And we'll be hearing this from Marty Cardona, who started our conference off yesterday with a wonderful workshop talking to teachers about trauma. So if you did miss that, make sure you catch the recording on that. And also Joshua Banks. And in their presentation, we're going to hear about a program that actually helps increase self-regulation through the participation in this program. It's sponsored by the Hillside Regional Permanency Resource Center that has developed a teen program that's created a unique opportunity for children of all ages and their families to channel their energy and emotions through workout sessions led by a trauma-informed personal trainer and life coach. Children and parents have benefited from this increasing self-regulation through the participation. So during this workshop today, we're going to learn about the program basis and the structure, as well as hear feedback from youth and parents after they participated in the program for this past year. So I want to take a minute and introduce myself. I'm Michelle Hochstetter, and I am a family support specialist through AFFCNY. And I am down here in Ithaca, just a couple hours south of you guys, and I'm excited to be here. I'm going to be putting a couple links in the chat box, both for training certificates if you need it, and also information on our book table fundraiser, and then workshop evaluations. At any time during the workshop, if you have a comment or a question, please go ahead and put it in the chat box. And if we have time at the end of the workshop, I'll make sure that your question gets asked. So without further ado, I want to introduce Marty Cardona and Joshua Banks and let them begin the workshop.
Thank you so much, Michelle. So as Michelle said, I work with Hillside in the Regional Permanency Resource Center. Those operate all across New York State, funded by OCFS, and we're very fortunate to be covering this area around Rochester. We cover 4 counties, serving families who have adopted or guardianship children up to the age of 21. There is no cost to the families to be part of the program, and working with families, of course, is our main purpose. The adults are our clients, but we include the whole family in our work. So this is a program that I am just so excited to present to you because it's something I never thought I would be doing. I was never a person who would work out at all until I met Mr. Bankus here, but he has completely changed my life as a life coach and as a personal trainer. And he really has made a huge impression in our program. He won't tell you this, but I will tell you that he recently won an award from Monroe County Youth Advisory Council for this exact program. So we're very proud of the work. We're very proud of our Hillside affiliation with JMB Fitness. And with that, I will turn it over to Josh to introduce himself.
Well, I want to thank Hillside first and foremost, and Adoptive and Foster Coalition of New York for providing this platform and this opportunity for myself to present this incredible information. So I am Joshua Bankus, founder and head coach over at JMB Fitness. We provide life coaching through physical fitness. Again, through our presentation today, hopefully you guys pick up some great gems and such and understand that motion changes the emotion. And we believe how intertwined the psychology and your physiology is intertwined. So with that being said, we'll get it going, guys. All right. And I'm going to apologize to all you guys in advance because I like to continue to move type of deal. So I might be standing up, I might be sitting down, I might be turning left, right. All right. So I apologize type of deal. So it just shows I got to expend that energy somewhere type of deal.
Mm-hmm. But then you'll get us going too, right?
Amen to that. I think you guys, I'm all about experiencing. So I want everybody to experience it. All right.
That sounds great.
Joining Mind and Body, that is JMB Fitness. So that's what our brand stands for, is joining mind and body. A lot of people ask all the time, so what does that mean? Well, to me, it's to have an individual to feel whole, empowered, complete, confident, and comfortable in their own skin. I don't know the countless times or conversations that I've had where people feel so uncomfortable in their own skin. And it's heartbreaking in my opinion. And it's sad where people are so limited in their infinite potential because they're just not comfortable in their skin. They're not willing to go beyond that site of fear and tap into that greatness that resides inside each and every one of us. And it's a lot of it's just bottled up energy. For us, we believe to stimulate or move the body, you're clearing the weeds, you're clearing the mind, you're freeing yourself, right? So to move, you're decompressing the weeds and plucking them right out of that fertile soil of your brain. We believe from there, you want to listen, you want to sink in, you want to till the soil, you want to produce nice, fresh soil to plant the new seeds of where progress occurs. So for us, we believe progress creates happiness. And so when an individual starts moving the body from a mental standpoint or a physical standpoint, that creates happiness that resides in the individual. So any type of, even just getting out of the bed in the morning and brushing your teeth, it feels good. It feels a sense of accomplishment. You're moving, you're expending that energy. Last but not least is consistency. It's watering, it's harvesting those crops. Consistency compounds. The more you do, the more you're able to do. So we believe in consistent movement, from a mental and physical standpoint. What we've had experienced through almost 10 years is optimizing individuals' minds, bodies, and total quality of life with this program, with what we do. That's kind of our mantra and statement of joining mind and body.
So with the RPRC at Hillside, we're based in Karen Purvis's trust-based relationship intervention model, TBRI. Some of you may be familiar with that, with her book, The Connected Child. And so we do parent training on that program, and we also try to model that program in all the work that we do. So we started out this program when a colleague and I noticed that in our family programs that we were running, this is before quarantine, that our teenage boys weren't really engaging with us, and they were usually off to the side and oftentimes really dysregulated and not enjoying the day at all. And knowing Josh as I do, I thought that this would be a perfect match, that he would have a lot to offer these guys and they would really engage with him. So again, with my colleague Carol, we decided that we would run our parent group, which we run on a monthly basis, at the same time that we would have the teenage boys work out with Josh. So they would be in the gym with Josh and the parents would be in the coffee shop downstairs with Carol. I would be upstairs with the guys. That was a huge success. If you could see it, you would see Josh just very intuitively and naturally using all the techniques that we learn about in TBRI, about creating a safe space and being consistent with the kids. They were just eating it up and they loved to come. And then all of a sudden quarantine hit and we lost it. We couldn't do that anymore. We couldn't go to the gym, but we hardly missed a beat with that, I would say, because of the creativity of our whole team led by Karen Kelly, who's here today, and her willingness to think outside the box. And that is Josh's forte. So we got together and figured out how to do this online. Josh had already brought all of his training classes online for his regular clients anyway. So we started to do it with the kids. I had a lot of worries about that because I wondered if they would feel safe in a virtual environment, but they absolutely did. He created a very consistent and safe space for them, as you'll see, because you will see a video of that in a few minutes. He very quickly learned their names and related with each one of them. He was consistent in his routines in every single workout, so they knew what to expect, which again creates that safety and security. When you join in a group with Josh's leadership, you don't need to worry about what you can or can't do because he will meet you exactly where you are. So we say the same thing in our program. We're going to walk with you, again, matches his philosophy in the gym. Not that I want to speak for him, but to speak about his success with that with the kids. So we saw all of a sudden these kids joining us online on a weekly basis and actually communicating with each other in chat and talking back and forth with Josh and with each other, changing their screen names to be funny, and just a great dynamic, which was so awesome to see, because if you can remember a year ago when we were deep in quarantine, that was such a stressful situation for everybody. So it's great. The parents were very grateful. They did build great relationships. Many of those continue to date, and they truly have a sense of belonging and really look forward to a time when we can all meet in person. You will get a sense of this as you see the videos and go on with Josh here, that he's really good at dysregulating, which would be a synonym for having a lot of fun and making life crazy, and then bringing people back together and calming them down. So he does a great job at both co-regulating with the kids. We heard Bruce Perry talk about that this morning, and then helping them learn to regulate themselves through the rhythm and tone and repetition that he uses in his group. So this was just a perfect match for the, I guess, philosophy and way that we run our program, and has been a great success for kids.
So tools in the toolbox. So some of to kind of bounce back what Marty was saying, how intertwined both of our philosophies are at Hillside and at JMB Fitness, where it was like just a beautiful organic marriage per se. Some of our practices really is, I always stress, is about setting the temperature. If you're a parent, if you're, a friend, whatever it may be, is learning to set the temp, is be a thermostat, not a thermometer, what I always say. I think it's very important. I think, especially in today's age with social media and such, I think that so much of people are feeding off external validation that they're totally being persuaded with what everybody else is doing or feeling, right? Instead of being that thermostat to set the temperature of what they desire in life. So I think it's very important, a simple smile, right? To just get somebody to feel good, right? Again, physiology and psychology, how intertwined they are, right? That's motion. Put a smile on your face and try to be mad. I always try to tell people. So that's a easy exercise you can do that I do with all my clients a lot of times. If they maybe come in or feeling down or drowned or whatever it is, it's like, hey, Cindy, give me a smile, girl. Give me a smile. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, now try to be mad. Are you mad? And then, you're totally diverting that energy immediately, right? It just goes in a whole different field. So just as a parent, a friend, whatever it is, strive to be a thermostat, set the temperature. Listen, next thing, what I'm a big believer in, even though I'm like Marty knows I'm a talker, you put me on a topic and I might just go 1,000 miles a minute type of deal. I won't stop type of deal, just because I have such a field to help people and excite people and motivate people and inspire people to live their infinite life. But it's very important to listen. And my wife would tell me I'm not a good listener at all, but I feel differently about that. But but listen to what your child needs or what your friend needs. We all want to be heard. And I think it's important, not only on a physical standpoint, but a verbal standpoint of motion. It's expressing and working through your emotions. And the only way you can do that is by verbalizing those things. And I know a lot of times, especially as a parent, you want to fix everything or you want to try to guide them. And instead of let them just express and dump the chaos that is in their brain, especially as young kids. They have a million different things going on in their heads type of deal that make no sense at all, but let them work through it. So let them express it. Listen. I'm a big believer in matching the tone though. Again, it's not talking down on somebody, but meeting them at an eye level and an understanding level that where you're going to really make a change at. So never talk down upon somebody, even if it's your child or whatever it is. We like to walk with them and listen to them and greet them on their level. So we feel like that's where we could sync together and connect at. If I'm talking down upon somebody, they don't want to listen to me. Now that's a parent figure. So we believe, again, we're not trying to mold them, but unfold them. We all have gifts. We all have greatness that resides inside of us. We want to unfold them. So we want to walk with them to do so and let them become comfortable in their own skin. Kind of like what we talked about before is connection creates change. You got to be able to connect. If it's your kid, your friend, whatever it is, again. So again, is bringing yourself down to their playing field and then building them up from there is important.
So now I think we're going to take a look at some of this. And before we do, I just want to point out, when you come to see the little guy who ends up acting out an animal, I won't give it all away, know that he entered his session, and these are clips from a wide variety of sessions that happened. I don't know if I did say, by the time we got going, we were doing one teen boy a week group, one teen girl group a week, one just mixed children, elementary down to 4-year-olds a week, as well as a parent self-care in the evening and a family fun day on Sundays for an hour. So lots of programs going on. You're going to see clips from several of them. But to me, one of the most touching is this little guy who ends up acting out as an animal who did not want to come to the session. And I don't think you see it in the clip, but his mother was in the background kind of wringing her hands because he was being completely uncooperative. And I just want you to know that so that you can see the magic that happens. So we're ready to go, I think, Josh.
All right, so without further ado.
We hope.
You have to share the sound.
Thank you, Karen. Could you
Is
hear
it
her,
not?
Josh?
Yeah, the sound's not playing on there?
No.
I apologize, guys.
Real fast. So.
I'm going to try something here.
Hey Josh, when you stop sharing your screen, then you'll see a little box that says allow audio. You can check that, see if you can check that, and then you can share your screen again and it'll work.
Okay, let's try that then.
That's my employee.
You said that's for the sharing the screen, you said?
Yeah, so when you stop sharing, then there should be these two boxes that appear and they say allow sound, and you can check it.
Oh, share sound. There you go. Oh, perfect. You're really good at this.
Thanks, Jessica.
Yeah.
All right, I apologize, guys, for that. Let's try this again. All right, remix. No excuses, getting the job done.
That personality just lightens up everybody's day.
Oh, thank you, man.
I have a question.
Yeah, buddy.
Where's the tissues?
We all got greatness inside of us. It's about tapping
It's
into it.
really true. Like, you really just kind of lighten my day up, and I wish we did this every day. More of these classes.
Readers are leaders, so that's all about mindset. What you're feeding your mind. Gumby over there. We're gonna have Gumby legs. Screen hi to each other. Could everybody see each other? Adriana, could you see? Good wave.
What did the pirate say when
the
parrot fell in the water?
Oh man.
It's man over bird.
Ah, see? I would have never guessed that. Man over bird. I would have never. Salute to Captain, guys. Can we give him another salute, guys? Yeah, there you go. I know. Eddie, don't you think Gary's got more in him? I think.
Yeah, I do.
Right? See? I know you got it, Gary. I know you got it, buddy.
Go, Gary, go. Go, Gary, go.
That's what I'm talking about. Would you mind if you could show us the bear crawl again?
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Let's see it. Let's see it. So let's see how Gary does the bear crawl. Perfect. So if you notice,
in the picture.
he stays nice and low. He's fast. He's a fast. Hey, bear. Look at that. Bear. You got it, Gary. It's a bear. Yeah.
Yay. Jacob, let's go, Anthony. Last set, best set.
Joy, how about you? Did you push-ups this week?
I did.
Yay, that's my guy. Good, bro. Okay. I need quality over quantity, okay? So just a full range talking about. Bounce with me, keep on bouncing, Drop. There you go. Drop.
All right, my name is Josh, okay, part of Jamie Fitness. It's a pleasure to be with Hillside partnering up. So I thank Hillside for putting us on today. We're going to have some fun today. We got a lot of gift cards to give out. On the potty, off the potty, okay? And fire it up. Let's go. Keep a nice wide base. Make sure your feet are nice and wide. Stay with me. Nice job, Faith. Keep your brother Jacob on his toes. I need 10 seconds, guys. Come on, Riri. I know you could punch. I seen it.
Maya's got a little dance going with that. Okay, Maya. Okay. Let's go. All right. I need everybody to get a sip out of their sippy cup, we call it. So I need a little bit of water, a little hydration station.
Hey, now Cha-Cha, hold up. Who's Cha-Cha? Let me see. Hey, Jimmy got moves. I knew he had moves. There you go. Take it back now, y'all. Okay, look at that. It's a little dance party. Come on, Michael. Pull it together, Michael. You got your sisters to flex. I need something that begins with the M. Oh, Michael got some. Yeah, I see it. Michael, he's funny. Michael, that was really, really good. Ree, I see it. Mug. There's Luke. Luke singing it. Go, Luke. Hey. Come on. I know you know it, Ree. Really thank each and every one of you guys. I think everybody deserves a real big round of applause. Let's give it up. High five. Big claps. Awesome work. Good work. Great crew today, man.
That's the way we start. That's the way we think.
Take him.
Only solutions.
Amen. So if you guys seen there at the end there, hopefully everybody could hear that fine. You know, it was funny if you see the couple on the side there. That was like our little twins there, we called them, type of deal. They were the Bankers Junior team over there. So they would always scream out our mantras and such of no excuses, only solutions, last set, best set, things of that nature. But again, we're rewiring their hard frame system, right? We're trying to expand their mind as far as positivity and such goes, right? So we believe it's all about repetition. That's the mother of all skills, right? So now if we could verbalize what they're saying and let them to start believing that, no excuses, only solutions, right? We're trying to give them that tool to apply in their everyday life with whatever they decide to do in life. So I think it's very important, again, it's those little sayings that could really go a long way to help unfold them.
And in addition to those sayings, when I did the interviews that you'll see towards the end about what the kids liked about it, some of them said they liked the most was on the potty, off the potty, which Josh uses to talk about doing squats, an exercise that we do all the time. They think that is hilarious. And drink out of your sippy cup, which is go get water. So I think, but that just creates the community sense and the sense of belonging, that they know all that lingo, as well as the no excuses, only solutions.
Amen. So again, that's the piece of what Marty to reflect back upon, is that it's talking about meeting them at their level, right? Even though it was a variety of ages and such, if you're not a 5-year-old using a sippy cup or whatever type of deal, it's still funny. And it's again, getting you smiling and laughing, right? That's the motion we're talking about. Again, expending that energy somewhere. So With that being said, though, like I said, I think there's nothing like experiencing what we're talking about. So again, the great thing with fitness and benefiting it from it is that it doesn't discriminate against anybody. So anybody could feel happier, healthier, and live long and strong by moving the body. So what we want to do is we want to put you guys through just a little workout, all right? Just a little taste, all right? So I would greatly appreciate everybody's cooperation if they don't mind. So if you're sitting down, if we could get you up off your chairs or off the couch or off the floor or wherever it might be, because we're going to move that body a little bit, guys. And hopefully you guys could see me perfect. So what we're going to do, okay, nice and simple, is that if you see on the screen, if you could still see, there's 3 different movements, okay? We're going to do all 3 for 2 rounds, okay? We're going to do it 2 rounds through, all right? But the first thing we're going to do, which is most important, I want to warm up that body first, all right? I know it is like, well, for me, it's like 4 o'clock, but for you guys, like maybe 6 o'clock, but everybody should be warmed up. But what we're going to do is warm up the body, get some blood flowing, and then we're going to do a little workout, okay? It's going to be a little fun. So first thing we're going to do, guys, all right? I'm going to have your arms straight on out, okay? And I want you to do nice little circles, nice little circles. So we're getting some blood flowing in that deltoid or the shoulders. There you go. We want to keep that rotator cuff nice and loose, especially from all that typing and texting. Perfect. We're going to go opposite direction, guys. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. There you go. See? Betty Crocker ain't got nothing on you, Karen. I see you whipping it up, girl. Uh-huh. There you go. Perfect. All right, now, guys, what we're going to do is arms are off to the side. I just want you to do a little karate chop. So straight up, straight down. Nice and easy. Perfect. Straight up, straight down. There you go. All right, now we're going to do a big Y, and the one the kids love, on the potty, off the potty. So we're going to squat, guys. Down and up. We're opening up the hips. Down and up. Perfect. Yup, keeping the weight on your heels. Think about. Keep your chest up. Beautiful. And last but not least, we're going to get that heart rate up a little bit. We call this a coolie kicker. So what we're doing is just trying to drive our heels up to our butt, guys. So drive those heels up right to your butt. A little coolie kicker, we call this. There you go. Perfect. Side to side, side to side. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. And shake it out, guys. Good job. Good job. Now we got some blood flowing. Yes, that was not the workout. Okay, that was not the workout. That was just a warm up. All right. So what we're going to do, 30 seconds apiece, guys. 3 different movements. Okay. So you're going to do each movement for 30 seconds. I am going to give you a little marination, we call it. So a 15-second rest after each one. Okay. We're going to do 2 rounds of this. Don't worry. I'm right here. I know a bunch of you guys I can't see, but the ones I can see, I'm going to make sure my eyes on you. Okay. So first movement, what we're going to do, okay, I want you to stand up tall. I want you to just lean over, touch your toes, stand up tall, on the potty, back up, okay? So again, I'm touching my toes, standing up tall, squatting, right back tall, okay? So we're going to do that for 30 seconds. In that 15 seconds of rest, I'll demonstrate the next movement. That way it's nice and fresh in your cranium, okay? So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's get that body moving, guys. Touch those toes on the potty, off the potty. There you go. Keep your feet about hip apart. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Move it, move it, move it. There you go. I love it. I love the participation, guys. Experiencing greatness. There you go. Perfect. Setting the tone for the weekend. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2, 1, and rest, guys. Look at that. Nice job. 30 seconds. All right, we got 15-second rest, guys. Now, I need those knuckles up. All right, so fists are protecting that beautiful face, okay? You're going to step to the side. You're going to give me a left, right punch. You're going to step to the side. You're going to give me a left, right punch, okay? So I want you guys to get some speed. I want you to let out some aggression, okay? We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's see it, guys. Step, punch, punch, step, punch, punch. Keep it going. Come on. There you go. Protect that face. Don't drop those knuckles. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There you go. Anybody could talk about it, but we're being about it. We're doers. There you go. Perfect. Nice, 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 guys. Come on. Keep that body flowing. You got 5 seconds. I know you got it in you. 3, 2, 1. Rest, guys. Nice job. Nice job. All right. You guys are rock stars. I got one more. Okay, one more. We did a little bit with our warm-up, the coolie kicker. Now, I'm going to challenge you guys a little bit if you're up to it. So if you don't have knee issues or anything, I want you to get a little bit of speed, okay, for me. So you're going to really drive those heels up to your glutes, all right, keeping a good, fast tempo. You got knee issues or back issues, slow it down, okay? It's nothing wrong with slowing it down, side to side, okay? We're going to rock this thing out, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Come on, drive those heels up. Drive those heels up. Let's go. There you go. Right up through, right up through. I want to see that work. I want to see that work. There you go. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Come on. Let's get that heart rate up. There you go. Nice. Getting those endorphins flowing. That feel good. That feel good. Keep it going. Keep it going. There you go. 2, 1, and rest, guys. Breathe. Woo, man, I could feel it. I could feel it. All right. I need one more round now, guys. Okay, I promise you. One more round, and then you can get a sip out your sippy cup, all right? One more round, all right? So we're going to go right back to the top. We're going to go to the toe touches. Boom. On the potty. Boom. Okay? Feet about hip apart. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's see it, guys. Touch those toes. Boom. On the potty. Perfect. Touch those toes. Boom. Perfect. There you go. No handrails for us when we get older. No, 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 no. No handrails. There you go. Looking good, guys. Come on. Keep that body moving. I need 5 seconds. I know you got 5 seconds in you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And rest. Shake it out. 15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds. Looking good. We're going to keep those knuckles up. Remember, protect that pretty face. Step, left, right. Step, left, right. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's see it, guys. Come on. Knuckles up. Let's go. Perfect. Just another day in paradise. There you go. Another day in paradise. Keep it going. Keep it flowing. There you go. Perfect. All right. Hang with me. Hang with me. There you go. I know you guys got some aggression to let out. Let it out. Let it out. Come on. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Think about that person that cut you off. There you go. Let it out. Let it out. And rest, guys. Breathe. Nice job. Nice job. Man. Last but not least, okay, coolie kicks, guys, fast and fluent, okay? It's not the way we start, it's the way we finish. We're going in 3, 2, 1. I need 30 seconds, guys. Come on. Come on, 30 seconds. I know you got 30 seconds in you. There you go. Perfect. Last set, best set. There you go. Perfect. Keep that heart rate up, guys. I know you got 10 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. Come on. Perfect. The water's calling. I know the water's calling. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. And rest, guys. Breathe. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for your participation. There you go. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. All right. I need everybody to get a sip out their sippy cup. All right. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm going to sip as well. All right. So salute. Salute, everybody. Cheers. Awesome job. Awesome job. You know, feel free. I know they got the comment thing going, a message. So let us know how you're feeling. Let us know how you feel from that now. All right. I love to see, read, see how you guys feel after that. Even if you feel an ounce better. Did you feel an ounce better than you did just a half hour ago? Dad, I like that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all I need. That's all I need. Just a little bit. Let's see. So while you guys are getting a little sip and you're making your comments in the comment box that I appreciate so much. So I want to talk about motion, the science, okay? The science behind motion, okay? So science has shown 30 minutes of moderate exercise releases endorphins into your system. Endorphins are a natural feel-good hormone that activates the body's opiate receptors and endorphins that actually protect your body from stress. So basically what we're talking about, a chemical that gets released to help you decompress your stressors. So you talk about a good way to relieve stress and to release stress is by movement, is by motion. Again, verbal motion, physical motion, both great tools from even a scientific standpoint that you're actually going to relieve yourself, okay, in a healthy way. From the brain perspective, can help regrow the structures of the brain linked to cognitive decline in older adults. We talk about this all the time. If you are working from home, tend to sit often, make effort to take a walk. Just get up out of your chair, take a walk. It's a huge piece. What we always say, to rest is to rust. All right. We don't want to be rusty, man. We want to stay moving. All right. And it's the whole use it or lose it. I have a blessing to work with a client for I believe it's about 7 years now, that she got diagnosed with Parkinson's. She's currently 70, I want to say 75 now. She got diagnosed when she was 68. That was her first time ever to make a decision that she was going to join a gym. She said, I'm not going to let this disease define me, but I'm going to define my own life. So needless to say, she came to the gym. I got hooked up with her. We've built a phenomenal connection. And through this, she's actually, per our conversation, she was really looking just to maintain what she has, right? So she wanted to get active, get the body moving. And actually, after going to her neurologist, she goes to her neurologist every 6 months type of deal if they need to do any adjustments and such. But the neurologist actually seen after 6 months of even being with her to start with, they actually seen increases in her neurological system. So her central nervous system was actually delivering better to her left side. Her left side's her affected side. But her grip strength got better, her range of motion got better, her balance was better, her coordination was better. So these are all things a lot of times too, we talk about the physical standpoint, but not all the other pieces of fitness, 6 other pieces, the balance portion, central nervous system, things of that nature, right? So again, it's the whole mantra of use it or lose it. So to this day, I still see her every week. She comes in and we do our thing type of deal. So again, it's very important to keep the body moving.
So talk about the children that we serve in our program. And we know, as I said earlier, they all are in adopted or guardianship families or kinship care. And certainly through this conference, it's been reinforced for us, but most of us already were aware that the children who've been born after difficult pregnancy, where cortisol is flooding, the mother is stressed during the pregnancy for a variety of factors, or children who've had multiple caregivers or lived in a stressful home, had changes in their family life, all of them have experienced trauma. And as I mentioned earlier, COVID only lent more stress to that whole situation. So this program, I think, has been especially helpful to them because, if you just want to go to the next slide, they actually have built up what we call emotional knots. And Josh talked a little bit about that before. You know, just as you get knots in your muscles and they feel better when they work out, you can think of the kids that are burdened with stress related to trauma or just related to situations like COVID as having emotional knots. I think we've all had some of those in the last year. So working in the program that we've devised with JMB, I think really has helped them to free up some of those emotional knots and to let their thoughts flow more freely, get them to a more positive place. And that's what parents have told us they've seen. Some of them said this is the only thing that their child got up for. These are teenagers, remember, during COVID. They would set their alarm to get up for our morning class for the teens and look forward to it every week because I think they felt so good after it was over. So now we want to talk about a particular situation of that, which I call the boy in the basement. So I'm going to read this first part to you, but not the second part. I want you to picture this in your head. A scrawny 12-year-old boy in his basement bedroom with the weight of the world on his shoulders. His world is coming apart and he has no control over it. His parents have separated, his mother has left home, and his father's girlfriend has moved in. He's the oldest of 4 boys and he feels responsible for those little guys. School is a mess. He's failing everything. And on top of all that, or underneath it, he's a skinny kid who feels powerless, majorly insecure, feels powerless in all ways. So then what does he do? Around the corner from this kid's basement bedroom is his father's weight bench. His father, a former Marine, works out every day. So the scrawny kid decides to try that out. He begins to lift weights every day and he's hooked. Even before he sees muscles growing, he starts to feel strength. He feels in control of one thing in his life, and that makes him feel stronger in facing the other challenges. In addition to building some muscle, he's feeling more in control because of those endorphins that we just talked about. He has a predictable part of his day where his output and effort bring about immediate positive results in how he feels and then longer term results in how he looks. And how do we know that's true?
Well, I guess you're looking at him. I was that boy. I was that boy in the basement, feeling insecure, not confident, lacked any type of confidence, you would say, and was not comfortable in my skin whatsoever. And from the minute that I finally decided to stimulate my body through physical fitness was the instant change that I couldn't explain on a science level at that point in time, but I know how incredible and empowered I felt that I was in control of something. I had no control of anything. I couldn't control my parents' relationship. I couldn't control where I was living at that time. I couldn't control any of those things. But what I could control was what I was doing with my body and what was I doing with my mind at that point in time. And that was exhilarating. And from that moment right then, that was the exact moment when I said, I want everybody to feel this. And I knew I was going to open up a gym at some point in my life, a little later than I expected, but at some point in time, that I was going to do so. And that's why our vision was not so much a gym, but really a lifestyle center. It's really lifestyle is what we teach. And this is life coaching, what we provide, ultimately. It's mind, body, and soul type of deal. So from there, like we were just talking about, again, motion changes emotion. Just as exercise can relieve physical knots and muscle tension, the endorphins it creates can relieve emotional knots, cause the stress our kids are feeling. You can feel in control of something, your body, what I was just explaining. Again, from a verbal and physical standpoint, there's muscular knots, there's emotional knots that are created from, again, anxiety, stress, depression. Again, all this external validation that we're continuing to try to find from social media, how many likes we have, how many friends, did this one comment on this, whatever it is. But again, those are things that we cannot control, right? And that's why it's always a vicious road, I feel like, where you're looking for happiness in the wrong direction when it's all internal, right? So when we could do something, right, that we do have control of, which is, again, our mind or body, that's empowering. Now we feel in control and we feel fulfilled and we feel happy now, right? So I think it's very important. Again, we're trying to transition kids, adults, whoever, of a way of thinking from empowering one individual and internalizing their infinite potential by unfolding that through movement and motion on a consistent basis. I think that's the big thing what people deal with as well, is that we always feel like there's some type of destination point and there is no destination. Once you get to that destination, the destination moves again, because it's, again, life is all about experiences and progressing. So that's where real fulfillment occurs at that point in time. So we like to, again, walk with an individual to continue to progress them through life. Things will happen, just as COVID happened to us, but I'm blessed to say that clients that have been off of prescription drugs, they stayed off of prescription drugs. Why? Because it was consistency. Structure creates strength, and we kept the structure we have created with our clients, and we kept them moving, and we kept them stimulated from a mindset standpoint and a physical standpoint. So we've been really honored, really blessed with that.
I just wanted to add in a little, excuse me, a little bit of research to do the presentation. So naturally I pulled Harvard for that, right? And I love this part about exercise being a backdoor approach to mental challenges. But I liked even more what Dr. Perry said this morning about building resilience, that this is good stress, that it's predictable. When you go into that workout, maybe you felt that in the second round of our own workout tonight, you could predict what was going to happen. It was a moderate challenge and it was controllable, but it builds resilience. And as you may have experienced, but certainly our kids did, Josh kind of co-regulates that with you. I read other studies that talked about the fact that this is a real powerful experience for children who feel that anxiety, who feel out of control, probably because they're operating from that lower brain, that stress reaction, right? Trauma-induced stress reaction, that actually the fact that your heartbeat raises, you sweat a little bit, you feel a little uncomfortable, but then you're regulated again when you stop, simulates the experience that you feel when you start to feel stressed, like say, just before you give a speech or something like that. You feel a little bit off, but then once you're finished with it, you feel fine. So that's a wonderful experience for kids to have in those short sets of exercise.
So what we have next is actually another video. And if everybody could make sure their volume's turned up, please, if they don't mind. There's a couple recordings that are a little low. I try to get the volume up, but it wasn't cooperating with me. So this is what actually families have to say. And so I'm gonna let this ride out.
When I go to GMB, I kind of get my mind off of this, and then I get more calmer, and then I'm ready to do it again. I'm ready to try it again. And then GMB just helps me get through stuff that I get angry or upset with, and it just helps me get looser and calmer.
The activities were definitely fun.
He's very
they definitely
motivating.
helped my
He
mental
always
health.
gives us positive vibes
and a big impact.
always
I
says you
felt
can do
more
this.
energetic. I felt
motion.
more
Like
physically able to do more.
It's really nice to hear his voice, and he always
so
makes
that
a
helped a
smile
lot
on
with
everybody's faces.
Yes.
Somehow Maya's audio played over that other video.
That was a little glitch in there.
Yeah.
Let's see if it picks back up. She's a funny one.
I always see a lowering of frustration, a lowering of stress with her. And for myself, I do feel rejuvenated. I
think that's been a great bonding experience for Jim, Rhiannon, and I. And again, to see other families, it's been helpful for us.
Yeah, I mean, Josh has been a really big impact.
Usually, I would say that I might not feel
because
doing
he's so positive.
I'm just too tired to do it.
Energetic,
then the mom's
and
like, "Well, you're going to do it."
He just has
see
that
how you
vibe to
turn
him
out.
that you want to keep
And at the end of the class,
him.
I'm like, "Why does this have to end? Can I just do it again?"
She did it to me again.
Well, it wouldn't be a presentation without a glitch.
The way
Yes,
Josh structures the class, not only do you get up and moving, which is great, but he always has some kind of exercise that involves focusing on each other and cooperation, teamwork. I always come out there and I say in the car on the way home, man, I feel good. You know, I always feel like it was just what I needed. Cleared my mind, got my body moving. For some reason, I feel like rested instead of tired. I feel more rested, but more rejuvenated is a good word, Maya. Rejuvenated and stuff. And I definitely see a difference with Maya. Afterwards, she may be somewhat reluctant in the beginning because she's tired or she's stressed. Afterwards, she always feels better.
They had some good laughs, boy. I can remember a couple times when online school was kind of hard and we were doing things all at home and you were a little bit grumpy, but after you worked out, you had some good laughs.
Oh yeah.
And felt better.
And then sometimes when I go to JMB, I'm like also really exhausted. But then after JMB, I feel like way more relaxed and like I'm glad that I worked out. And like it just makes me feel way better.
Which I thought was, good for my mental health. Because at that point, that was like really heartbreaking, so that I had to like stay inside or, I couldn't see friends or family. Just mentally aware that I do need to have exercise in my life and not just sitting around because that's not helping my health.
Right.
I have thought there's no way. And then you do it and he helps modify, in very customized ways, tailor to your needs. Josh offers such a wonderful perspective to life in general, very positive, healthy approach.
I like doing the scavenger hunts and the quizzes,
good use of time,
trivia, and the music competition. Because the music, you needed to rely on every different member of the family because there were so many different genres.
Again, to get to go to class together is really fun, and get to do it together is a good time. I just want them to continue on and on.
I would actually keep this the same. I love doing
I
it.
find them just a real asset to us as a team, but also to mental health and just how we can just cope with everything that's going on around us and frustrations and anxieties and so this is a real relief for each week. Really appreciate it.
I would highly endorse and recommend him in any way.
Yeah.
Be a trainer, a friend, a life coach. He's a fantastic influence. He said this, Mom. He said that. So.
It's what mothers and daughters.
Yes, it was a good buddy system. Yeah.
So I kind of want to just like how the video wrapped up. Where that was a couple clients obviously done our programming, but I think like that's such a unique bond. You have a 19-year-old girl with an adopted mother that adopted her, and how you could really see them bonding and colliding when we were doing these things. Again, and that all started virtually. Now I got the privilege to work with them live in person, but that was all virtual that we were doing. And I think she made some great valid points in a sense of the bonding it created for them, the connection it created for them. It was a positive thing experience that they did together that created more connection for both of them. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I apologize for some of that glitching in there, guys.
So where we're going next, we really would love to be in person. All the kids want it, even the parents want it. Everybody's looking forward to that. In the meantime, we are still virtual because Hillside hasn't released us back to in person yet, but we do have family fun days that we do. And we do the parent self-care as well. Talked this morning about how important that is for parents to take care of themselves. We do provide that once a month as well. We have a group that meets, and that's the mothers and daughters that you saw there in the videos, Mom and Me, and that is a smaller group that does meet in person in the gym. That is really an extension of the work that we did during quarantine, but is independently run by JMB. And really people have wanted to keep on going, all following the care and purpose nurture model about no hurt, stick together and have fun. And that's what we do in every one of these sessions. So we feel very fortunate to have weathered quarantine with Josh leading us all the way, and just have this great relationship between our RPRC and J Fitness. We'll turn it over to questions you might have.
Yeah, please.
You want to, I haven't been following the chat, so I don't think we have any there.
I'm mostly seeing comments about how great it is to see this, and also the feedback, to hear the direct feedback from the families. I have one question. I'm wondering if COVID hadn't happened, or when you get to open up again, will you be in a gym with machines and weights and things, or are you specifically going to stay kind of with the things that you were doing now?
Oh, so we actually went back live. We are in person, and that's on JMB Fitness side of things. Nothing to do with Hillside. But we were blessed actually, again, some of these connections we created virtually through Hillside with some of these families. They were so eager that they reached out to me on the side and actually wanted to come for coaching as well for themselves on a personal front. So like the couple at the end, for example, they are actually coaching clients now that come to our facility and such, and actually get that service. So yeah,
that's great.
But I would add into that while everybody really thinks that that's what they prefer, a huge benefit to us, because we cover a big geographical area, was that everybody could join into the virtual. So there are clients that we have that probably live at least 75 miles from JMB Fitness site, right? So they're unlikely to come. When we talk about doing in person, I would say most likely that step will be family events that we'll do, maybe once a month or that sort of thing in a central location, not back at the gym, just because the gym is on the east side of our 4 counties that we serve. So quite a long trip for a lot of our families that participate.
That's true. Yeah. I do see another question. We said that the current JMB program runs through Hillside in the Rochester area, correct? And then they're also curious who is eligible.
So all of the families who are enrolled in the Hillside RPRC through the Rochester branch, and now we will be expanding that to our kinship program that we've just begun here, serving Monroe County and Erie County. So obviously they would most likely be involved in a virtual aspect of it. The wonderful thing, Josh has also, through people who've seen the videos that we've done, our supervisor, Karen Kelly, who's here with us tonight, has shown the video multiple times, the one of the kids. So he has worked with other groups, and he's certainly available to do that if people would like to involve him with that. But through the Hillside piece, it's families who are enrolled in the program. So that again would be adoptive and guardianship families with children up to 21, kinship families with children up to 18.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And I'm sure that Karen would agree with me to say that if you ever want to join in on one of our virtuals, just let us know. You can email Karen or myself at Hillside, real simple, mcardona@hillside.com, and same for Kay Kelly at Hillside. And we can let you know when we're doing the virtuals. They're published in our monthly newsletter, which we're happy to share too.
I shared my emails with her.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, thank you for doing that.
I want everybody to realize and remember too, fitness, health, and, from a mental and physical standpoint, it does not discriminate. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care what disabilities you have, but feeling happier and healthier, you can achieve that by a little bit of motion. So again, from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, stimulate your mind with a good book, take a walk around the block. And, again, it's just so important to keep your body and mind in motion, so never think that this is not for you or you're incapable of doing it. And again, this is not just about kids, but again, parents as well. And this is for our future generation. We are setting the example. We are teaching the youth. So, please, take care of yourself, because you can only give what you have. You can't give what you don't. So you're the first example of, that. So if you really want to make a change in your kid's life, set the tone, be the thermostat, So I think it's important. I really greatly appreciate all your guys' time. I see a bunch of little squares type of deal up on the board. So I'm really honored. I'm blessed to have your guys' attention for this hour on a Friday night type of deal. So I'm honored and privileged to be able to work with you guys and such. Michelle, Hillside, you guys should feel free to give my personal information out. They have my contact information. If you guys have a question, whatever it is, I'm an email away type of deal. So don't hesitate. As well as you could just check out our website, jmbfitness.com. And watch out for the book too. We do have a book coming out early 2022 type of deal that we're excited about, that I'm working on.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Josh. You guys just did an amazing creative program that probably just supported mental health for families and kids during COVID. That, like, you guys should have an award for this. And I would imagine that Karen Purvis is very proud of your work also.
It's very kind to say.
Yeah. And it's such a great equalizer in a different way than team sports for our kids that either socially or cognitively can't keep up with a team sport. This is just such a great way to still meet that need that we all have.
Yes, I think parents have commented to me how impressed they are, particularly in the Mom and Me group that we're doing now, where they see each other in person. So it's clearer. We have children enrolled in that who have pretty substantial orthopedic difficulties from one another, but Josh's approach to them is seamless. He just adapts. I have a kinship family that's about to enroll in the program where grandma is blind, but I know that he can handle it. He just seamlessly adapts for everybody. So absolutely lives that no excuses, only solutions.
Oh, that's great.
You guys could pick up anything. No excuses, only solutions. All right. Live that mantra. Professional life, your spouse, your kids, whatever obstacles or, things that reside in front of you, again, keep that mindset. And I promise you'll overcome anything and you'll create anything.
That sounds great, Josh. A lot like what Dr. Perry was saying earlier this morning too. So if you guys were inspired by this, make sure you tell other participants that this has been recorded and they can check out in the network as soon as we get everything downloaded into there, and share it. This is good work.
Thanks so much, Michelle.
Thank you guys.
And thank all of you who came.
Yes. High fives, guys. Virtual high fives. Everybody. Hey. Thank you again, guys. Blessed to have you guys on today.